Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome. Says that we're live. Awesome. So, we're going to get right into it. I am really, really excited about today's training, as I am for all of the trainings, to be honest. But today, I just really feel like this is something that we need to dial into and we have the opportunity to dial into. And so it's something that is extremely important for our business, for our visibility. And I think it's beneficial for us introverts, something that we can really dial into, we can really, really lean into. So we're going to be talking about how to command your own narrative. We're going to talk about storytelling, but not just any storytelling, but transformative storytelling. I'm going to give you techniques that you can use to really captivate, grab your ideal client, your dream client's attention. I believe that as introverted entrepreneurs, our stories can be really one of our most powerful tools if we really learn how to use it. So today we're going to talk about that. We're going to dive into how to craft and share our own stories in a very effective way, but also in a very simple way. That's one thing that I am like really honed in on these last, I would say, few weeks. Simplicity is so key, it's so vital. And that is something that I want us to really begin to dial into. So, with that being said, I want to go through before we actually dive into these specific techniques. I want us to, we're going to talk about how to really understand the power of storytelling. We're also going to talk about identifying our core message and then crafting our personal story. So, understanding the power of storytelling. Listen, this is a timeless, simple technique that engages, it inspires, and it connects people. When you think about storytelling, it does all of those things at one time. So if we dial into this, especially for introverts, it's a way to share our message authentically without feeling overexposed. That's one key thing about us introverts, not feeling overexposed. So, storytelling, the engaging, the inspiring, the connecting, we're able to do all of that wrapped up in storytelling. It allows us as introverts to communicate our values, our vision, and our mission in a way that resonates so incredibly deeply with our audience. We have that capability. It creates a memorable impression and it builds on that emotional connection. So, when it comes to storytelling, oh my goodness, it's vital. It's key. That's really understanding the power of storytelling. The next thing is identify your core message. Identify your core message. You can do this. You can start by identifying the core message of your business. What's the transformation that you offer? What is the transformation that you offer? Why do you want to do what you do? What's your why behind it? And we talked about this last week. The clarity that comes with your why, the dialed in why, can guide your storytelling. Your core message should be very simple yet profound. And the reason why is because it should be able to encapsulate the essence of what your business stands for, and it can begin to impact you and the aim that you're really putting out there for your ideal client, for your business, the aim that you want to achieve. Okay. So we talked about so far just understanding the power of storytelling and then identifying your core message. And now let's talk about crafting your personal message. Your personal story should highlight your journey, the challenges and the victories. Like if you think about, if you go back to my YouTube channel, my featured video, I talk about the journey that I I was on, the challenge that I faced where I'm trying to be visible, I'm trying to be seen, I'm trying to be heard, but I can't. And that is a part now of my business essence. So you want to share moments that shaped your business vision and the values that drive your mission. What are the values that are currently driving your mission right now? Think about those. My value is I need freedom. There's subsets under that freedom, but I need freedom. And the only way I can get that freedom is to be seen and to be heard by my dream client. One of my other values has become simplicity. I need it simple. I don't need a bunch of convoluted, complex, gotta figure it out type things. I'm a smart person. I can figure things out. So if it gets where it's like, I'm like, I don't know what the world, then I don't want it. So a part of my business mission, the essence, the values that I push, it has to be simple. And that's an ever-changing landscape for my business because different things are happening. There can be moving parts, but it still has to be simple. And so authenticity here within your business's values and mission, authenticity builds trust and relatability. I'm being authentic. I'm telling you, listen, if it's convoluted, if it's complex, either you're gonna have to break it down or I'm gonna have to walk away. And so I hold that same thing for my own clients. So within your personal story, begin to discuss the pivotal moments in your life that led you to your current path. Were there any significant turning points or obstacles that you overcame? Listen, these elements, they make your story compelling and relatable. Being transparent, that doesn't mean you have to divulge information that's going to put you in a negative light. So, just so far, understanding the power of storytelling, identifying your core message, and then also crafting your personal story. So key, so vital. So, up under this, now we want to talk about the types of stories that we can use. Now, I want you to keep in mind, these are not the only types of stories that you can use. You can use different kinds, but these are some of the ones, again, simplicity. Simplicity. These are the ones that we're going to begin to use. A couple of types of stories that you can use. Client success stories. You can include stories of clients who have benefited from your services, highlight their challenges, how you help them overcome these challenges, and then their successes. This not only demonstrates your expertise, but also makes your impact really tangible. Like you can feel that, you know? This you're going to describe really certain scenarios where your intervention, because let's just call it that, your intervention made a significant difference. So you can use real life examples to showcase the effectiveness of your solutions. Now, in my case, many of my clients don't particularly want to, be put out there on blast that they had this type of issue, that type of issue. So a lot of times I just change the names of when I post out testimonials. It depends. I will change the names because my clients don't want to know. Sometimes I won't add a name at all. Maybe I'll do a screenshot of something, and that screenshot I'll, black out their name. But you can use success stories. And then the other thing that you can do is use what we like to call the hero's journey. Okay. The hero's journey. This is a structure for stories that allows you to take the listener or the reader from beginning to end. And there's some basic frameworks that's within it. There's a call to an adventure. Okay, you're going to describe the initial challenge or the opportunity that the hero has. This sets the stage and it begins to pique that person's interest. The person that's listening or reading, it piques their interest. There's a call to an adventure. And then there's the struggle. There's the struggle. And if you think about any movie that you've watched, they all have, it's always the hero's journey. There's a struggle that your hero has now encountered. So within your storytelling, using the hero's journeys framework, talk about the call to the adventure and then the struggle. What's the struggle? Detail that out. What did they face? What was the obstacle? Be honest about the difficult encounters. I've been very honest about how, I was on that podcast and could not get my camera nor my microphone working and couldn't figure it out. And then it was just like, yeah, that's what's going on in your life. You're trying all of these different things, but nothing is working. You're not being seen and you're not being heard. And thus, this was born. It adds authenticity and relatability. Okay. And then the last part would be that transformation that has come about. Showcase the solution and the results. The solution and the results. What changed? Highlight your role in facilitating that transformation or that positive outcome that was achieved. You know, this is not something that I talk about a ton because I typically don't like to lead with this. But like for instance, when I had my first, what was it? The first, I forget how much it was. I think it was like 9,000. Yeah, it was little over $9,000 a month in sales. So, when I first did that, that's a transformation that I can absolutely redo consistently. So these are things that you can add into this framework, this storytelling, this one, the hero's journey. And then a third way, a third option under storytelling is connecting emotionally. Okay. You can use specific details and emotions to make the stories vivid. Paint a picture. This picture can allow your audience to feel these experiences. So, this emotional connection is key to captivating your audience. You can describe sights, sounds, feelings, anything that's associated with your story. Engage the senses with your ideal client in your storytelling because this can create a more immersive and impactful narrative. They begin to see themselves there. They begin to feel themselves there. They begin to use their imagination. I'm there. They visualize it. You can, and then the next thing is in integrating stories into your visibility. Incorporate these stories into your marketing channels, social media, blogs, podcasts, videos. You can 100% tailor each story to the platform's strengths. For instance, if you have a blog, a detailed blog post can really dive deeper into your story. It can dive deeper into your story. On the other hand, a short video can capture maybe the essence in a more dynamic format. So, however your audience consumes your business, think about that. And then there's engaging your audience. Engage your audience, encourage your audience to share their own stories. Share their own stories. This creates community. It creates shared experiences. It reinforces your message. You can host interactive sessions, discussions, things of that nature, wherever your audience can contribute their narrative. Okay. And this can foster a sense of belonging and engagement. Fun fact about introverts: we're not antisocial. We are not antisocial. We're just careful how we spend our emotional or our energy. We're careful how we spend our energy coins. So, a couple of things to remember as you're dialing into storytelling. Think about overcoming these visibility challenges. As introverts, we all know that visibility is a scary thing. It can be a scary thing. So, you want to start by sharing in spaces where you feel most comfortable. Okay. First and foremost, Rise and Thrive Introvert Women Entrepreneurs Group. You can share there. You can begin to gradually expand to a broader platform as your confidence begins to build and grow. You can take small steps initially, like posting, maybe post in our group. We're a supportive group. You can be a part of a no pressure or low pressure interview, which we have those within the group. We call those business spotlights. I guide you through it, 100% guide you through it so that you shine. And then you can build up to more public platforms. And then the next thing that I want to point out is really practice your storytelling. Practice your storytelling. Ask for feedback. Regularly practicing your storytelling is going to help you to hone in on this skill. You're going to look for feedback to help refine your delivery. I tell people say, well, you're so good at speaking. It's because I've done it for so long. I've had plenty of practice. And believe it or not, there's still room for improvement, because remember, it's a skill that improves over time. Record your stories and review them. There's so many options out here these days. You can share it with somebody that you trust to get that constructive criticism, that feedback. You can get that from them. So just want to let you know, because I'm going to wrap up here. Use the power of storytelling to build connections. You want to inspire action through them, and you want to showcase the value of your business. Authentic, well-crafted stories can transform your client attraction strategy if you're willing to dial into it. Okay. If you're really ready to begin to attract your ideal client, your dream clients, I want you to go. I'm going to drop the website in here. We have a different website, but I'm going to drop our website in here. And I want you to grab the Ultimate Client Attraction Roadmap. And you're going to use this to start connecting authentically and effectively with your dream clients so that you can really, truly get started today. Okay. So don't miss out on this. We are cutting all excuses that have hindered us, that have stopped us, that hold us back, that don't allow us to move forward. So that is all that I have for you all today. And I'll see you all the next time. Bye for now.